Welcome, my name is Matt and I work for Mevans Dance. I'm here today to teach you a few simple footwork patterns that when added to other simple footwork patterns, we can make something more complex. If you can work on these in your own time, then some of these footwork patterns when you do in the next dance class or in a choreography should become easier to do. So feel free at any point to pause, to rewind and to replay any sections you want to. We're going to start nice and simple with a step to the side and a tap in. Step and tap. So the idea of the tap is that the foot taps the floor, but we don't put any weight through it, like a step. A step is where we change weight to the other foot, and then to the other foot. When we're stepping, we're changing the foot we're going to use next. When we're tapping, we can tap all the way around, and it's the same foot free to do something else. So we're going to step, then tap, step and tap. If you want to make it more interesting, you can tap across the front, or even crossing behind. Not to be confused with the first part of our first combination, which is a cross and then a tap. So rather than step, cross, tapping, we're going to cross the step and then tap out to the side. Cross and tap and cross and tap. Step on it, tap it out. And then to go backwards, we do the same thing in reverse. We simply cross behind with a step and tap, cross behind and tap to the side. We're going to add this onto a box step. So for the box step, we want to cross in front, step behind, and then to the side, and then front. Cross, back, side, cross. The easiest way I find to do this is it's called a box step because you're marking out the corners of a square or a box on the floor. So if I imagine my feet are on the back corners of the box, I'm going to step to the front corner, the back corner, the back, and the front. So front, back, back, front, front, back, front. And you can practice that both directions as well. And you can even go both ways. So you can go cross, back, side, cross, back, side, cross, back, side. Now to add it all together, we're going to do cross, tap, and then a box step. Then crossing behind, cross, tap, and box step. Okay, I'll face your way to make it a bit simpler. So again, cross forwards with a cross, tap, front corner, back, side and front. Then our foot's already there for cross, tap, front, back, side, cross. Okay, so have fun with putting that combination together, try it a few times over. With repetition comes a bit more confidence and a bit more finesse with practice. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is a crosswalk, also known as a colombian. First, think about the grapevine, where we go side, cross, side, and we tap it inside, cross, side, and tap. So most people know the grapevine. This is the grapevine in reverse. So instead of starting side and then cross, we're going to start with a cross step first. So whichever leg you're on, we're going to cross first with a cross, then side, then cross, then side, then cross and hold. That leg wants to go around the other side, so we might sweep it, or just tap it, or kick it to the side before we go the other way with a cross, side, cross, side, cross. Let's do a tap for now. Cross, side, cross, tap, and cross, side, cross. Generally speaking, it doesn't matter whether you cross behind first or in front first. Okay, either works fine, unless you're working on a choreography where you need to sweep forwards, for example, and you ended up crossing behind and the weight's on the back leg, then it's hard to sweep forward because the front leg is free to move, but it can only move backwards. So unless there's something that's telling you to go forwards on the next move, then it doesn't really matter which way you cross. Okay, so we're going to just leave that one on its own, the Colombian, maybe arms out, depending on what look you're going for. And shine on the end. And then for the next one, we're going to do a grapevine and we're going to add a paddle step to the end. So a grapevine, as we discussed, side, cross, side and tap. Paddle step. That's where we step mainly on one foot and keep the weight mainly there. The other leg is going to rock to the side and we're always coming back to what is going to be known as the dominant or the central foot. So this foot stays in the centre and this foot's going to circle around the outside as we go round and around and around and around. Now, just so you know, it does depend on what floor and what shoes you're using. If you've got grippiness underfoot, then you might need to step that foot as well, step to go around. But it does step, it just lifts up in place, so it stays in the centre. Or if you've got slidey shoes, you can just lift the heel up and just go around like so. And it just smoothly skids along the floor, or pivots around. Okay? It's called the paddle step. I've always thought of it as being like you're paddling on one side only of a boat. So you can only really ever go in one direction. So you end up circling around. Let's try this on the other leg. So one leg has all the weight, and the other leg goes forwards and around. Of course, you can paddle backwards as well. I'm not a big fan of this. I get a bit disorientated. So we'll try forwards just for now. Try this with me. I'm going to turn your way. Weight on the left. We're going to do 4 steps to the sides of the room, 4 walls of the room. So we're going to go to the front, to the side, to the back, and then to the side, where we keep the weight down to change legs. So the left leg now goes front, side, to the back wall, and then change. We go forwards, side, back. One more time. Forwards, side, back, and change. Okay, to make this a bit more interesting, we're going to do just 2 paddles this time. So we go around, full circle with just 2 steps before we change our weight onto the other leg. So I'm going to go front corner, back to where it is. Weight on the left, and we go front corner, back corner, and then change left leg. Front and back, and change. To make this more interesting, we're going to add the grapevine onto it. So 3 steps of the grapevine, goes side, cross, side, and the left leg goes front corner and back corner. Other way. Side, cross, side, front corner, back corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there you have it. You've got some combinations. The cross taps, the box step. You've got your crisscross walks, or also known as colombians. And then you've got your paddle steps around, which can have some fancy footwork or a grapevine in the middle. Have fun practicing them. With practice comes muscle memory, so you can think about grips and brain space, think about your styling as you're doing some of these movements, and have fun with it. Change some rhythms up. Enjoy this video. I hope it helps. Keep dancing.